are going to be on the red side defending Daki, and Kazna crew are going to be on the blue side attacking. Now, for those not new to the league, that GoHard have a really cool purple and black camouflage. Kazna crew have this white and black camouflage.
Wouldn't be surprised if Kazna crew at one point tried to go for that #1 base still. Put, for example, the I-7 on there.
How
and then
aggressive Maga is, Daki.
he's just destroying some houses with the Batshot in the beginning because he knows he will get away from it unscathed pretty much because it's in a bat, wouldn't have reload. But yes, I wouldn't be surprised if they try to play the cap and then, you know, when they're capping, try to push off, try to spot the MX-30, trying to catch him out that way because they are grouping up very heavily and the I-7 is already going for that.
Stefan in the IS-7 is making a move into the cap circle. He is getting in position already. Now Maga has been able to dodge a shot. He's actually up there with the AMX-30, and that could be a good amount of firepower coming back down onto them, Daki.
Yeah, GoHard needs to get the correct spots now, the correct rotations, make sure that they don't get surprised by a push coming out from Kazna crew off of that cap. Some blind shots going out. Coca-Cola's just destroying some more buildings, trying to figure out where Kazna crew is. GoHard needs to make sure that they just don't overextend here.
Yep, now we can see the 3 tanks of Kazna crew here into Death Alley and the triple mouse. We see Dares, Nexus and Diplomat. Stefan's taken a shot already, Daki, here from, I don't think actually Maga rather than Safarchik connected on with him. Yeah,
Maga is actually shooting towards Stefan. That's interesting. If he connected, he could have actually done more damage than the AMX-30 could, but he didn't. I think they should swap places now so the Batshot doesn't waste too much of his ammunition. AMX-30 go back to shooting, Batshot go back to spotting. And Kazna crew, yeah, I don't think this cap is going to be the final play for them.
It's going to be a bait to try and draw in GoHard into doing something then, yeah?
Yep, and they've already baited Coca-Collapse forward, so now the rest of the tanks from GoHard will have to start moving as well to make sure that they support Collapse in this move.
And here comes the push on the road as well from the rest of the tanks of Kazna crew. Now Karibari could be in a really dangerous spot in a couple of seconds here.
Yeah, and Kazna crew is going to fight, so...
Let's listen into the team speak indeed of Kazna crew and see how this fight goes.
Can we go for the mouse's left side?
12 shot. Watch out, don't get flanked by Frenchies.
We're still doing fine. We will kill the mouse. We will kill you can chill in the middle. You can chill in the middle. Chill in the middle. We will kill Coca-Collapse. Kill Coca-Collapse. Batch joining to
we need a deeper flank. Deeper flank.
Yeah, we just focus me, Diplo.
No, I shot you there, yo.
You kill finish.
I will.
Need to keep triple cap. Triple cap.
MX-30 shot still up.
We
are fully decapped. We are fully decapped. Can you push the batch? Push the batch. Push the batch.
Nice, Vetzo.
We push the batch. We need to go forward. We can't cap anymore. We can't cap anymore. We need to fight. We need to fight. We need to fight. MX-30 from up shooting. So.
Kaiser next.
Diplo, we have to join them and try not to get raped by the MX-30.
Batshot on my flank.
We can win this fight. We can win this fight. We have more tanks. This is don't block. Don't block. Let me pass.
Who finishes Batshot? I can finish Batshot.
Kill Batshot. Kaizu next. Who finishes Maga?
20 seconds.
I might be
Get closer, Vetzo.
Need to kill Kaizu next. Need to kill Kaizu.
Failware.
I need one on Kaizu. I need one on Kaizu. Now.
How much did Failware shoot?
Kaizu shot.
All.
Who fin?
Vetzo, can you finish Failware?
I feel finish B. Nice.
I need help on Kaizu now. Can somebody shoot now?
Roll,
yes.
just roll.
I finished Kaizu.
Diplo going.
Hi, man, let me show you.
X30 joining. X30 joining.
I'll show you.
Nice. Vetzo, give MX 30 shot. You have shot, Vetzo?
Mouse shot.
Three shots.
Yes, reverse out of there, Diplo. Yes, reverse.
Can we kill the MX-30 together? Kill the MX-30 together.
MX-30, Vetzo check him.
Nice.
Vetzo's only one, no?
Yeah.
Yes,
Let's run. Need to do damage out, Diplo. Do damage.
Diplo, try to run away from the mouse and aim MX-30.
Ah, come on, pen your shots.
We need to kill the MX-30, man.
Just MX-30, Diplo. Or now
MX-30 is running.
Just shield to the fucking mouse.
I'll just hide, Vetzo.
Yes, just buy time.
I'm buying.
You don't even have to shoot him. Just buy time. Vetzo will come. Vetzo, how long?
Farchik is on you.
10 seconds.
Don't get shot before Vetzo. Don't get shot before that.
Wait. I need to come closer.
Mouse turning.
Doesn't matter. Stay from the mouse and kill him now, Vetzo. Kill him now. I'm MX-30 shot. Kill him.
Stay safe from the mouse.
Forward. Mouse shot.
Fuck.
Diplo, give me that one. 1-on-1, mate.
Nice, Diplo.
Let him play.
He's better position.
No, it's not.
You can just chase him.
Oh, and Daki right in the knife edge here, but Annihilator backing off. And he's got another shot into him. It looks like Diplomat now has the advantage here. He can just trade 1 for 1. He has double the HP here of Annihilator now.
Yeah, Annihilator trying to run away from Diplomat. I don't know if that was the best choice here because he's going to be a one-shot. He needs to track Diplomat pretty much if he wants to have any chance. Running away with a mouse just isn't that effective. He can still maybe do it. He needs to give Diplomat a shot on the corner here and then needs to get around it. It's going to be very hard for Annihilator, but I think Diplomat should have it.
Diplomat's going to side scrape as well. Annihilator is a one-shot. I mean, you can play ring around the rosies here because Annihilator is defending team. You can try and run down the clock, but I mean, it's not the 2 tanks you want to try and run around the clock with. Yeah,
I really think Annihilator needs to take distance here away from Diplomat. The timing here is very crucial between these two.
Nope.
Ooh, Annihilator spotted Diplomat though, and Diplomat didn't spot him in return.
So Diplomat knows he's spotted. Diplomat's going to back off. I think Daki still, it's just too much for Annihilator. He needs at least 2 shots into Diplomat.
Honestly, Nile is doing the correct thing here, probably. He needs to get a little bit of distance, peek from that right side corner that you could see from Diplomat. If he peeks from the house on the right there, does it well, he can still hold this. This is not one for Diplomat in the slightest, honestly, because of the fact that he needs to push around the corner. He is a 2-shot. Nile just needs to make the connection. If Diplomat goes onto the cap, that gives Nile a lot of new options to approach towards it, play hold down with the mouse, get into the close area of Diplomat. He has a lot of time to work with. 2 minutes before this base is capped. Well, 1 minute and 50 seconds now. Nile needs to choose an angle, needs to come hold down, needs to make the connection on towards Diplomat without getting penetrated in return.
Yeah, it's a lot. And I'm not going to put all my eggs in one basket and say, well, it's done and dusted, because, well, that happened when it was Mainland versus 1-on-2. But this is a very difficult task for Nile to do the reset, not take damage, and then also have to deal with the fact that as soon as that happens, Diplomat's just going to run after him. He needs Diplomat to bounce. Looks like Nile's changing to HE.
Yes, probably going to be loading HE ammunition here, going to try and get a shot on towards this mouse from Diplomat. Diplomat seems to kind of expect to play from Annihilator, but not really in essence, and it will take him a long time as well to turn his tank around. He is aiming into the correct area, though Nile, if I was him, he needs to wait a long time before he makes his commitment, because he needs to make Diplomat wonder. He needs to make him think, could he be possibly be coming from a different angle, perhaps? He also needs to be careful not to knock over any fences, any trees, anything coming close towards the cap, because remember, the teammates, the dead teammates from Kazna crew can see anything that breaks, that falls over. All of that stuff is visible, even in post-mortem mode.
Yep. Tell you what, Daki, I'm kind of regretting coming back out from TeamSpeak now. It'll be really interesting to see how Kazna crew are talking about this and what they plan to do.
Honestly, they just need to let Diplomat play in this situation. Nile, this is the outplay, honestly. The thing is, though, Diplomat has his front towards him, so he will just be able to push him.
Spotted. Nile has to get the shot in quickly. Does. Backs off, but now
Diplomat's
Diplomat's driving right at him now. Nile might come off reloads here and be able to do this.
Diplomat's a one-shot.
Nile, can you land the shot? This is now 1-on-1. It's down to individual skills. Who's going to get it?
This is Nile has the advantage here. Nile has the advantage because Diplomat needs to make a peek. Nile just needs to wait for Diplomat to turn his turret. He needs to make no risky plays here. He needs to wait for something that he can pen. He needs to wait for Diplomat to try and shoot him and then get the shot in return.
They're going for it. Diplomat's backing off. He's going to try and use the angle of his tank. Oh, Daki, this is going to be a knife edge. How are we going to get this one? How are we going to get this one? Diplomat bounces. Nile misses. Oh my
Nile
god.
didn't shoot. Nile that still has a shot available.
No, he missed.
No.
Oh no, he low rolled. Oh my god.
But 4 seconds. Diplomat needs to come over. I don't know if he's going to get it.
He is going to do it. He does. Diplomat gets the kill there. Well, RNG, when it's in your favour, it's in your favour. When it's not, it's not. Right down to the wire. And this is exactly what you predicted at the start.
Nile can also blame himself because when running away, he didn't connect one shot on towards Diplomat. It's 4-9 in the alpha gun. Didn't do it. Nile's not going to be happy about that one, but if he connected the shot when Diplomat was pushing towards him and he was running away, wouldn't be in that situation as well.
He took, I think, 3 running away in total, or at least 2 running away. Not a single shot back. I mean, you're going to get penned in the ass, obviously, when you're driving away like that, so why not just have your turret backwards to try and get shot back?
He did try to shoot back. He did try to shoot back on towards Diplomat. He gave him 1, I think, when running away. So there was that, but that was close. I think Nile arguably could have won that as well. The angle for that final shot from Diplomat wasn't ideal for Nile either. He needed to turn his front a little bit when he knew Diplomat was going to push him. He had a few seconds of time where he could have possibly angled a little bit better, because now he was just showing his entire frontal plate, which is obviously still pennable.
Yeah, yeah. So unfortunate there. So round one that goes to Kazna Crew. The teams are now going to swap sides. We're now going to see Kazna Crew on the defense. We're going to see GoHard on the attack. But first of all, let's have a look at the stats and have a look at the damage done in that round, because there's a huge amount of damage done from each side.
Nice amount of damage there from Nile. I mean, GoHard almost...
You can't blame him for that. I mean, okay.
Both these players, I mean, you can kind of blame him in essence for some missed penetrations, because Vetso said it himself, you need to make every single shot count. And Diplomat missed Nile as well, if you remember. At one point, he missed the shot on towards the mouse when they were still fighting.
But this reminds me of how a lot of people would say, oh, Applewell lost his team the tournament, where they wouldn't have got to that position if it wasn't for Applewell carrying in the previous round. Now, Nile came top damage there, 5.6 with 4 kills. So arguably, he did more than enough to try and win the game for his team. To come down to that one shot.
Diplomat should have won it earlier. I mean, if he gives Nile that shot when it's him and Vetso still alive, Vetso also should have closed out the kill on the AMX-30 without dying. He could have gotten the kill and be able to run away. You could hear his teammates also say forward, which was the correct thing to do. He was not positioned well.
Yeah.
He should have closed the kill on the AMX-30 without going down, and then there's no chance for Nile to win whatsoever. And then Diplomat also missing to add insult to injury. It is it's a series of circumstances that almost lost Kazna Crew this game. Yeah,
it was tough. I mean, it was on a knife edge in that brawl when it did happen, and it could have gone either way, and then it looked like one way, then another. It was good. We see that quite a lot of the times on Ghost Town now, especially with these top 3 teams when they play against each other. Now, line-up, second round, Daki, do you think 7 mouse again?
7.
7 again? Well, let's see if Daki is correct with the lineups here. I'm going to go with 8 just to play it safe, but I think you're right with 7, to be honest.
I'm always right with 7.
You're always right. Well, yep. Oh.
7.
Still the distribution is different.
7.
Daki, you have stolen Mojo's crystal ball. I'm certain of it now.
Balls.
Balls, you got both of them now. You took the one from home when he wasn't watching?
Yep, and the one from his office
so you got
as well.
both of Mojo's balls in your hands, is that what you're telling me? Crystal balls, of course, we're talking about here. Settle down, people. Settle down. Mojo predicts the future with his crystal ball.
Yeah.
Well, apparently he needs to plug it in. It doesn't run on batteries.
Oh. Well, it's the old school technology.
Old school
technology.
Wind-up handle.
He doesn't know what Wi-Fi is, but but yeah, this lineups here, MX 5100 on attack. It can obviously be put in the cap.
It's going to be used as a shield for a mouse.
Yeah, but you can't shield a mouse, and there's Batchas as well. Perhaps they just want to push, make a push play here with that 5100 as well. I mean, if he can get the clip out, which is going to be hard because of 6 shots, can do a lot of damage. But
super slow.
He might be used as shield, but shield a bad shot. I don't know. We'll have to see. We'll have to see.
Yep, it will be interesting. Now, Kazna Crew lead GoHard 1-0 here. Let's jump into the action and see, can GoHard bring this back 1-1, or are Kazna Crew going to take an early lead 2-0? Well, Daki, I mean, Kazna Crew, it was a hell of a round last time round, but Kazna Crew, I think, have a bit of momentum behind them right now. GoHard have lost to East Suba, they won against Ding. Kazna Crew won their 2 previous matches before this.
I don't know. I'd still say GoHard is going to be not that demoralized from this. We know they used to be an emotional team as we catch the American Eagle. But yeah, we know they used to be an emotional team, but it seemed to have calmed down a lot with the introduction of Zafar and such. They have been capable of comebacks as well, so I wouldn't be surprised if they do it here as well. And it's going to be a big fight around the center cap.
For everyone who's participating in the quest, the tank today apparently is the defender. And don't worry about polls, they come randomly. There's no need to continually ask for them in chat. Just chill out and enjoy the matches, and occasionally a poll will pop up.
So Zafar was first in H9, so he could shoot towards D7. He's now moving with the rest of the team as well. Diplomat has to be careful here because there's 2 masks in front of him, and Durs actually takes a big connection there.
Durs getting hit for 530 as he was moving along position on the back there. Perhaps Failware or the other tank that was right beside him getting that connection there.
It could have been, but Failware and Kaiser are now starting to push up as well. They need to be careful because Nexus is still over there, but Zafar, if Nexus clips, he could do a ton of damage on towards him. I mean, if Nexus tries to peek that corner with the T-57, Zafar will remove him. And triple cap pressure about to come out here.
Caribari taking one in the face there from Yizne for 659. As Annihilator pushing the cap behind him. Coca-Collapse took damage there as well, Daki, and these Mouse already are being spotted out by Kazna crew and they're forming angles around them.
The strategy from GoHard here is put some cap pressure though. They're going to push Collapse forwards. He's taking so much damage for this.
Coca-Collapse taking a huge amount of damage in the side because the Batchats were just waiting for that. And look at this, the tanks of GoHard are caught in a complete crossfire here, Daki. This is not a nice position to be in.
Yeah, but they're going to do the damage now on towards Nexus, on towards the T-57. They're going to push him off. Maga's going to come behind him. If they can get Nexus at least, they will be good. And I think this would be the ideal moment to listen in with GoHard and see what's happening on their TeamSpeak.
Need to push. Can we kill Heavy, guys? What happened?
I tracked him.
I'm one shot.
Почему Heavy зажигает супер, ребят?
Dive 5 KD. I farmed the heavy, I farmed the heavy.
We can, yeah, we can kill the pipes.
Badger from back, Badger from
Badger
back.
from back. Go left now.
Shoot Badger, guys. Can you?
Fail, go push, I have one.
Plus. I kill heavy in 2.
Some shots to Stefan.
Kill the heavy. Nice.
I have a diplomat shot.
I cannot finish Stefan.
Stefan.
I finished Stefan,
I'm reload.
Nice.
This Badger -3 or maybe -4, I don't know. Мага, ты раньше шел в КД, нет?
КД сейчас только что нажал.
Бля, поздно. Ну как ты, короче, делай так, чтобы ты его потом забрал.
I'm moving to now.
Не-не-не, я
I'm going from down.
Давай, делай. У них ваншоты. Guys need to finish fast. Batch about 25 seconds. About 20, maybe.
I can put one on Hyber. I can maybe finish Hyber. Nice. Kaiser, we can farm at Diplo. We can farm at Diplo. Terror, come up and you can also shoot Diplo.
Guys,
I need to-
Ты просто
I have 2
пробежай,
seconds.
убивай на Мага, ты можешь, нет?
Yeah, if Kazi can finish that fight.
I can't. Shoot diplomat, I can't.
Бат.
Мага, типа не
получил.
Type picking.
Дай прилот.
Kill diplomat, guys.
Yeah, we can
I do one.
Закрывай его, ёбаный стыд.
Is diplomat one shot? Nice.
I made the batch.
I'm going forward, 5 seconds.
Делай бат справа.
Mago, without try.
Nice.
Mago, go safe. Go safe to the building. Okay.
What a play from GoHard coming out there. We saw the center fight. It seemed to go badly for them, but Nexus was the crucial factor here, honestly, when they closed out the kill on that T-57. Yes, Coca-Collapse went down for it almost, but then the Batchats, you know, once they are off their clips, we saw what happened to them. Stefan removed theirs out of the fight, reloading. Yes, they did a ton of damage, but the Mouses from GoHard, and even at 5100, coming into the fight and doing the damage.
Yep. Zafarchik was getting shots into the back of Stefan when Stefan cut across the middle there. What I really like to hear in GoHard's comms is that you hear the mix of the 3 Russian players, you hear the mix of the players who speak English, but then the Russian players also speak English as well, and sometimes it sounds chaotic, but they still know exactly what they're doing, they still know like exactly who to support when, and it sounds like a hectic comms, but I think it also sounds like an organised comms in a way as well.
I think they got the structure down pretty well. I mean, obviously, it's not that hard to learn basics of a language for the GoHard guys. The basics of a language is also, especially when it's these kind of terms which are used over and over and over again.
So the match before was Alien Divide.
But you have the same terms that are being used, so you can start understanding, start recognizing the things that are being said, and everybody on the same page. That is good stuff from GoHard, really, that center play, going for Nexus, catching him out of position. Then we saw Haiba getting crossfired from the cap, from the downside, and Diplomat left alone. They already lost Stefan at that point at 5100, actually working out in that regard, really. And then there was just, honestly, those type did a decent amount of damage, but we saw one of them, I think it was
focused really quickly,
just go removed. That is the thing about these Japanese tanks. Yes, they have a nice derp gun, but no matter what way they angle towards you, you will always see flat surface. There will always be flat surface to shoot at. And with high-pen guns, those flat surfaces are still pennable. Yes, they got a buff, but it's still doable. Because you always, it's not like the mouse where you see an angled something, you will always see flat surface.
Yep, and here we are with the post-match stats. We can see the damage done here. Top of the tree here for his team is Failware. 4.8k, 11 shots, 2 kills as well. Diplomat and Dares doing really well for Kazna crew there. Then Kaizu and Annihilator for GoHard. Then Vetso and that Type 4 Heavy. Haiba and his mouse, 7th place at 1.9. Annihilator, Daki, picking up 4 kills as well for his team.
Yeah, nice pens there. Coming after him, Collapse even doing a lot before he died.
Safarchik in 10th place. Ahead of a T57 Heavy, ahead of a Batchat, ahead of a Type 4
This
Heavy.
is the thing we talked about, though. The autoloaders in these kind of matches are key.
He got all 6 shots out. He got 6 shots out, so you got a clip and one more.
Yeah, the autoloaders in this kind of matches are key. Now, Kazna Cruz didn't do what they're supposed to do. Nexus 3 shots is not enough. Stefan 1.6 still not enough for a player of his caliber. And the second thing to point out, Kazna Crew on Ghost Town, which is arguably the favorite side here, Ghost Town attack has been always favorited, only nearly won against GoHard. GoHard in return, though, was a lot more confident in their attack, which is the favorable side. Now we're going into Cliff, and this should be GoHard's map, and I wouldn't...
If Kazna Crew can win this on attack, that'll be a first.
I wouldn't put it away. I wouldn't put it away here that GoHard take a 3-1.
Bold, bold. Let's have a look at the lineup stack and see what we're going to see. Now, multiple Batchats, we always expect this, but 2 E50s from Kazna Crew. Let's jump into action here on Cliff and see how this is going to go.
Cliff, the most dynamic map in the league. Battles on Cliff always turn into desperate double-edged fights. Teams start from the same spots as they do in standard battles. The first base is located near the defender's spawn point, and the second is at the bottom of the hill. Sometimes teams split their forces and send several tanks through the 1-2 line to the left of the small hill, but usually both teams play at the center. The attacking team can send one of the tanks up to the lighthouse or behind it. Fast and quick-firing vehicles are better suited for this map, mainly medium tanks, including tanks equipped with autoloaders.
And here we go, Daki. How are these E50s going to be used?
It depends what gun they're using. It seems like they're using the normal one.
Looks
they're
like
not
the
using
105.
Yeah, they're not using the long one. Crazy DPM on that long gun, the 3.6, I think, 3.6K. They're boosting them so they can take 1-2 line very quickly. The E50s are very accurate and they're very good at ramming also. Although I don't think they're going to get into position to ram anybody in this one.
No. Caribari not able to get any. Oh, they see some tanks anyway. He's getting some spots out at the moment. Vet's trying to get a first shot out at the moment. Annihilator is driving back to get himself safe. Now, Haiba and Diplomat are the ones going to be on the E50. Now, Haiba traditionally plays the low tiers for Kazna Crew, but he has been getting a run out in the higher tiers recently.
Isn't it, you mean?
Haiba as well. Haiba is normally like the scout for them or whatever, was he not?
No, that's Isn't.
Isn't.
But the point still stands because Isn's playing... Oh, look at the Coca collapse!
Coca collapse is about to collapse for his team right now, taking a huge amount of damage there. He's 165 HP left. He's a one-shot, and that looked like he was clipped out there by Stefan.
Stefan and Nexus both peeking up, and Coca collapse didn't seem to expect it. Philware and Kaizu need to climb that hill and start challenging, but Collapse being on 165 HP is going to cost them throughout this round, because I don't think he will get to climb on towards A5 anymore. Ooh, that's not a good start here for GoHard.
It's super bad because Coca-Cola would normally go to where Annihilator is right now, and that's going to be very easy to... I mean, so many teams fire multiple blind shots in that area, and all it needs is one to connect and he's dead.
That's no good from Coca-Cola, honestly. That he should have been expecting that, but GoHard, we have seen Kazna Crew win on the defense being a tank down. So if Kazna can do it, I think GoHard can do it as well. It's a really good start here from Kazna Crew, though. Stefan Nexus, great play. Coca-Cola arguably should have dropped off, but he didn't, and they made full use of the fact that he made a mistake. Yeah,
I mean, it happened so quick. I don't know if he got double-tracked or not. He doesn't have any module damage. I don't know if he still has repair packs on him. If we can get a view from him, we can see if he still has his repair pack. But yeah, that happened lightning quick, so... He took a full clip from Stefan almost, and he took at least 2 shots from Nexus, so, I mean, at least 4 connected into him, I guess.
Well, Coco Collapse is now backing off all the way. He's probably going to start climbing A4, take Niall's place. We see TVP's play there if he plays it correctly. Is he just going to sit over there? Okay, he's not going to climb up yet. He should start climbing at one point. But if you can take Niall's position at one point in time, you don't need HP on the TVP if you play it well. He just needs to sit safe.
I think he's perhaps not climbing because Diplomat is just continuing to blind fire in that area, Daki. It's as soon as he comes off reload, he's just firing another shot into that area.
Number 8 here from GoHard because they have 1 tank out of a fight. Good thing for them is obviously that they have no tier 8. They're playing with double tier 9, so everybody can do the damage, but Kazna Crew has the same thing. Coca-Cola very, very careful here. Very afraid of getting blind shot. I think, honestly, I think he should climb.
He's going to have to do it at some point. We can hear the shots just zipping past in that area. Diplomat's just not letting up. He's now blind firing in the same area now. They expect Coca-Cola to be up there. They want to blind fire.
Well, they know Niall is up there because both Stefan and Nexus took some damage from that position. Failware now climbed the hill. This is nice. Ooh, Stefan just about gets around the corner, but this puts some pressure on towards that position. They can't play it like they did before. They need to be a little bit more safe, a little bit more passive now.
Haiba now going a bit aggressive here onto E2, pushing around this bottom corner. Now there is 3 GoHard tanks opposite him, but he doesn't know that. And actually that E50 could bounce a couple of shots off the front of it, depending how it's angled, and that could be really frustrating for GoHard when he try and get the shots back into him.
The thing is, there's too much crossfire for that E50 to go down 1-2 line, because if it does, then he's going to get shot from 2 sides. Frontally it's good, but from the side it's nothing.
Now actually looks like... nope, Coca Collapse is still trying to make the move very slowly here, Daki, now.
Well, he's starting to climb now. He needs to be careful, though.
You can see Haiba. Yizny is coming up to back up Haiba, Daki. It looks like they might push down this 1-2 line.
Well, if they do, by that time Coca Collapse will actually be in position, so this is good. I like this. Yizny is now going, and we have to see how much damage he's going to take for this.
Yizny goes across, 1 shot out from Zafarchik. Yizny's behind a building. Any other shots coming in? Karibari could get one, actually hits one, doesn't connect, no penetration there. So it's 2 shots into Yizny. He's now safe. Now, at what point does Haiba go through? Yizny didn't get any spots on anyone there. And Diplomat with the blind shot into Coca Collapse.
Oh, that's not good. That's really not good. They lost Coca Collapse now. Honestly, I think there needs to be a play now, right now, from GoHard, which is to go kill Isna.
I mean,
Isna's not really safe. I think one of the players from GoHard should be able to go kill Isna.
In all fairness, Daki, was that a right call to put Coca Collapse in that area? When,
yes.
Especially when Kazna crew know that that's where he's going to go to.
I still stand by it. Yes, they had to put him up there to get some sort of use from him in the later stage of the round. Because if he's not there, he's not going to do anything anyways. They needed him up there, in my opinion.
Okay, I was just thinking if maybe if it was like if he'd swapped him, for example, for Zafarchik, where Zafarchik was, he could have at least got a shot off before he died.
And probably would have died in return, so...
Okay. But instead he died for nothing. Nice connection there from Zafarchik, and Yizny takes another shot as well, because that's a crossfire from Karibari. He can shoot backwards into him. Haiba pushing forward now as well, so Yizny is just a distraction. Haiba actually trying to try and get a ram there into Karibari, but it doesn't work. Karibari just drops down behind him and gets the kill, as Zafarchik gets the kill actually onto Haiba. Yizny looking for a shot onto Karibari. Nobody's able to shoot back here on Yizny. What's the rest of Kazna crew doing while this is happening, Daki?
In the meantime, they've lost Annihilator from full HP though, from the A5 position. He got spotted and he died. And now Kazna crew will probably start making us around here onto the GoHard tanks. They're 2k down, that being GoHard. Somebody needs to go kill Isna, by the way, because he's going to Shrek them. Kaizu taking some more damage, losing his gunner as well. Yizna needs to die.
Where has this Kazna crew team been all season on this map? Karibari and Yizny trading shots. Karibari's now 1 shot, Yizny's now 1 shot. But look at this, Diplomat can now come over and get shots into Zafarchik. Zafarchik actually gets the kill on Yizny. Now straight away Diplomat's turning around to try and get shots into Failware. And this is not over for GoHard yet, but they're in a really difficult position at the moment.
Especially because Failware is pretty much alone on that position. He needs to drop off. It's fine that he went against the rock here, but they need to do damage because Failware, he's in trouble. He can't get past that rock right now.
Failware stuck here. Diplomat and Vessel just don't have the angle just yet. Failware actually been saved by the terrain, but I think Stefan and Nexus are going to want to push over. Failware dropping down. Has to be careful of this, Daki. The angle could be really punishing if he carried on down with going where he was.
They need Maga in the fight right now. They need him to do damage. Failware just about surviving, but it looks like Kazna crew will pick up this round though, because there's just no HP remaining here for GoHard. There's no tanks remaining even. I mean, they've lost 2 tier 10 bad shots, and Maga needs to make a play here, but there's so much crossfire available for the guys here from Kazna crew that they shouldn't lose this round.
The angles from Kazna crew are really telling here. I mean, it was, I guess, lucky in their way that they got so much damage quickly onto Coca Collapse at the start, but then Annihilator went down so quick. Look at this, Vetso pinning in the tank here of Maga on the hill as Nexus rolls over and gets the kill. Kaizu's going to be next. He does some more damages before he goes down. Ders is actually down onto a 1 shot. Nexus is on a 1 shot. Kaizu trying to glide up there and get one more shot, but doesn't do it. What else can other tanks of GoHard do? Look at Stefan coming running here to the back of Kaizu. Kaizu actually getting a kill onto Nexus. Vexo getting the kill there onto Failware. We only have Kaizu on 5 HP and Zafarchik left right now. And this is going to be a first. It's going to be a Kazna crew win here on Cliff on the attack. And this is going to take him the lead onto 2-1.
Yeah, this is at least what it looks like. Zafar is on fire as well. That's just add insult to injury. But it went all wrong in the beginning with Coca Collapse. And this is just not the round GoHard is looking for. There's with the close. Yes, Coca collapsed there in the beginning, taking so much damage. And when Haiba pushed on towards Barry, he also spotted Annihilator in the process, who, because GoHard had no hill control, he just got removed. That's the thing. When you play that position, you cannot get spotted. He did. He died almost instantly. And then after that, they had no HP remaining on some of the tanks. Didn't work out for them.
Innovative from Kazna Crew. We haven't really seen two E50s being used on Cliff. Kazna Crew out of the pocket pick, one could say. Something different, perhaps through GoHard a little bit.
I have seen it in different regions, though, so if GoHard watches those, they would have been able to anticipate that the fact that E50 might come out at one point. But I think really just Collapse probably made an individual mistake. Same with Annihilator. If both of those, if at least one of those can survive, then can do so much damage.
See here, top damage was actually Carry Barry in the Tier 9 Batchat, doing almost 3k damage from 12 shots. And then Nexus in the Tier 10 Batchat, 2.4. Zafarchik in the Tier 9 again, 2.3. So, I mean, GoHard's top two damage dealers, they're two Tier 9 Batchats. That kind of tells its own story, realistically.
Yeah, Diplomat doing a nice amount of damage there as well in his E50, picking up 2 kills. But yeah, the story will be written here on the second page. Collapse 0, Maga 479. There is the biggest difference already, because Kazna only has one player that underperformed, and GoHard has 2.
Yeah. Yeah, unfortunate for GoHard, but let's take nothing away from Kazna Crew. It was very nicely done with E50s. They got the jump on the player, capitalising on the damage. It was a nice push from Haiba and Yizne. Okay, they took a lot of damage, but then the rest of their teammates were ready to get shots in at the same time as that push happened.
Somebody should have went to kill Yizne earlier, in my opinion, when they didn't spot anybody coming behind him. Nile could have dropped off and killed him for free. Made it an even fight for losing Collapse. They didn't. Haiba then pushed, spotted Nile. And we saw the result. Well done by Kazna Crew, getting the shots, getting the plays, making the correct rotations, picking up an attacking win, which is also a surprise for them. They're probably surprised themselves.
First attacking win all season.
Yeah, and now they get to defend. 3-1 for Kazna Crew, I'd say unlikely. 2-2 to keep the trend of the match.
2-2, very highly likely. Let's have a look at the lineups and see if there's any surprises, any special tactics coming out from either of the teams. Now, Kazna Crew taking a very standard lineup here, but GoHard taking a bit different, Daki, here with the mouse and an artillery.
Mouse coming out, we cannot say it's a real surprise. We have seen it. He can climb the hill as well at one point, which is the funny story about it. 5 batches and an RT to back it off. I don't think Kazna Crew can play the standard defense against this. They might prove me wrong, though, and do it anyways. But I think they need to do a slightly more aggressive stance. They control over 1-2 line at least if they want this to work.
Yep, it's going to be interesting to see if they can do it. Now, I mean, how for the series, you still seen it going to a tiebreaker, Daki?
Yep, I'm still standing by tiebreaker. I thought GoHard would have picked up this map and Kazna Crew would have picked up the next one. But I think GoHard really needs to pick up this round here, going 3-1 down, going into Prokhorovka. It's just not good for them. Just wonder how much pressure is building on them right now.
Who do you think will take the tiebreaker? Kazna?
GoHard.
I mean, if Kazna took the tiebreaker, put it on 33, which is still behind Ding and GoHard, because GoHard will be on 34. So, I mean, it's crazy however this is going to go. This is a huge match.
If he goes to tiebreaker, no matter what, it's in favor of GoHard.
I suppose, yeah, because they're always going to
take.
They're still going to stay ahead of them. So Kazna Crew blue side defending, looking at their viewpoint right now, and GoHard red team attacking, and GoHard looks like they're going to go for that cheeky little boost that they've done before, Daki. Was it Oops that did this one recently?
Oops did this one.
Okay, can GoHard do this one? Maga's going to be the lead tank they're going to push up in that area.
Should work out for them. Want to see if Kazna Crew
Actually, this is a different angle that they took.
Wonder if Kazna Crew is going to be ready to counter this one out.
That's the same angle. Are they able to do it? No. Unfortunate. That's going to waste a lot of time. It's going to give Kazna Crew potentially a lot of information because they're not going to see anybody right now.
Kazna Crew's already flanking around the 9-0 line. In the meantime, Stefan, Haiba, and Vetso, 3-man hit squad. Question is how far they're going to go. Isna's already climbed the mountain at this point. He might actually spot out those bats if they go for the second climb. I mean, not them in the choo-choo train, but he might spot them out in...
I mean, isn't this really dangerous for GoHard right now? Because they're giving up so much map position right now. Ders is going to come all the way around here. He's spotted, but...
Interesting part here as well is the fact that Isna's playing with a small gun on the T-49. Has a lot of DPM. They get it on... No, they don't get it on the second try.
They hit the rock that time. It looked like Kaizu moved out just slightly there out of the chain. Are they going to do it a third time? Hopefully not, because Kazna crew are going to be like, well, guys, nobody spotted anything. They must be trying something. There must be some kind of shenanigans.
Ooh, Nexus might get a decent amount of damage here on towards Annihilator. If he gets the connections out. He has heat reloaded. He's waiting for Nile to turn his turret.
Turn the turret. Bold. Bold Nexus.
Well,
now, are they trying it for a third time?
They are trying it for a third time.
Wow. Go hard. Did it not been better just to drive round at this stage?
That wasn't even... Oh, no,
nope. Nope.
And
they're taking damage for it now. They need to do something else. Look at the damage they're taking for nothing. Don't try it again. Go hard. Like, what are you trying for now? I mean, look at this. Kazna crew coming in all the way around the other side of the map. They've completely re-rotated these 3 Batchats. Now they're going to go and push up onto the 3 line because, well, they have complete map control right now. GoHard again are trying to line their tanks up for this boost. It's just stubbornness now from GoHard, really.
I think they really just need this position as well, so I can understand the fact that they're going for it. Just feel like they should have practiced a little bit better in this case, but, you know, Kazna crew, they're going to counter-push 1-2 line. I think this could be possibly the worst decision they could take.
Maga does get up this time. He's in that position. Now, how quickly will Yizne spot him as the rest of the Batchats come round the bottom? And we could get a fight, Daki, here in the 2-3 line. Yeah,
but it depends if GoHard expects it or not and the timing from the Kazna crew push, because look at both these teams waiting on the opposite ends of each other.
And Zafar can land a big shot here from artillery.
It's a 5v4 though in essence, because he's now from the top as well. I don't know, I'm afraid.
Failware can't really do any help there.
But Kazna also has a TVP out of the fight, though, to keep that into account. Diplomat, if they have to push across, then they will be there on about the same time as Failware.
Kazna crew won't have Diplomat, but in return, GoHard won't have Failware. They have an artillery of Safarchik. Safarchik misses.
It will be a 5-on-4. Kazna crew only has the T-49 as advantage, that's it.
Like massive shot from Yizne could swing this battle.
Yizne has a small gun. He
can't
do massive shots. He has a small gun on the T-49. No, he has a small gun for the DPM. Nice heat penetration as well. Might be able to get those connections on towards the side of the mouse.
Okay, so now it's a waiting game from GoHard and Kazna crew. Who's going to go first? It looks like it's going to be GoHard right now. They're making a move, Daki.
I'm so afraid for them right now. If they keep pushing 1-2 line, they're in trouble.
Yizne spots everyone. He's going to tell his teammates, and now the tanks of Kazna crew are going to come round in defence, and GoHard are going to get caught with their pants down as all these tanks from Kazna crew come round behind them, and Dakis is going to be one hell of a fight. His carry barrage is going to be the main one focused right now.
I think GoHard's in trouble, big trouble. They're in the crossfire here. Kazna crew is going to push up and bring them down. Unless Kazna crew makes non-connections here, this is over.
Coca-Cola driving away, trying to survive. But look at this. Kazna crew have barely taken any damage compared to the tanks of GoHard right now. This has been a 100% bait. GoHard took so long trying to do this boost that Kazna crew could just think out exactly what they wanted to do. They waited for the tanks of GoHard, and they absolutely pummeled them and gave them real punishment as they tried to make that move.
Yeah, this was a real bad play from GoHard coming out, wasting so much time, and now the counter push will come on towards Coca-Cola, who's by himself. Kaizu and Failware will have to kill Diplomat, who will do a clip before he goes down, and this is just the beginning of the end here for GoHard in this round at least.
Failware getting shot in the back as he pushed up into the hill. He's not going to be able to kill Diplomat here, actually. He took too much damage for that already. You know, one more shot, and he will actually do it. There's another shot coming in the back. Nexus now can get the drop on Coca-Cola and get a kill in return. So that's going to be teammate for teammate. Nexus on full health here. Coca-Cola almost got himself safe, but not quite. Although he does block the climb area from Nexus. It's going to be a bit harder. Zafarchik actually getting a kill on Dares, Daki, but it's just not enough. It's too little too late, really, for the team.
It doesn't matter. All the HP is on Annihilator here on the mouse. Kazna crew had so much time to do whatever they wanted, and they used it to make a 1-2 line bait, and it worked out. And it's going to be GoHard. They're going down 3-1. This is not looking good for their online direct qualification hopes.
Nope. And Vetso only taking 383 damage there from the mouse, so I guess Niall had HE loaded or something?
No, just a low roll.
Just a really low roll? Okay. Zafarchik, one man on the mission, 1 against 5. Can he do it? Well, no. No, he can't.
Not good from GoHard. Not good. Taking way too long time to do it. Yeah, I mean, if they did it on the first or the second try, Kazna crew would not be in position to counteract it. On the third and the fourth try, though, Kazna crew was waiting for them with everybody in the 1-2 line. You could see the surprise on GoHard. They did not see that one coming. Barrier was the first one. They tried to run away everywhere. Even Maga, who was the guy who was the guy that was boosted up, tried to shoot, and then was out of position, got caught, tried to run back around the rock. Yeah, GoHard, that's disastrous.
Yeah, it would have been an interesting round for TeamSpeak, listening to it from GoHard's point of view.
That's disastrous from GoHard. Well, they're going to have to do it on Prokhorovka.
Yes, indeed. Now, Kazna crew have got a 2-round advantage. They lead to GoHard here 3-1. We're going to go into Prokhorovka. Now, I don't think Kazna crew are going to do a 1-2 push, but then that could be just a bait. They could just be like, haha, nobody expects the Kazna crew 1-2 line push. Not even Kazna crew, I don't think, expect it, Daki, to be honest.
I don't know. It's not looking good for Kazna. For GoHard. Let's keep it at
wow,
that.
Daki, okay. 3-1 lead and it's looking bad for them. Well, let's have a look at the lineups and see what the... Oh, sorry, no, the stats actually here. Vetso coming top damage, 2.7, but then look how much it falls off to second place.
Yeah, Cliff is not one of those maps where stats is usually super important. It's about the strategy and the initial clip that is done by the teams. The strategy here from Kazna.
6 tanks on that first page from Kazna.
Yeah, I mean, GoHard just completely outplayed, honestly. Taking way too long to do the climb. Kazna crew realizing it, counteracting it, and being ready for it. Then we see the result.
Yep, very nicely done so far. Actually, when he killed Dares, 136. Splash damage, I guess, or something. Maybe a connection, but still. Dares must get fed up getting shot by artillery on that map. It seems to happen quite often to him.
Wow, feels bad, man.
Almost like Mary dying all the time on Himmelsdorf.
But it does seem like Kazna crew have found a steady 7.
Yeah.
They have done not a single rotation so far. Prokhorovka is the only map, well, the one map where we usually see Diplomat step out of the lineup, so it's going to be interesting to see if he's playing now
yeah, usually for
or not.
Piotr,
yes,
I believe.
So wondering to see there. Perhaps they're starting to gear up their lineup for those offline finals. And they finally found a steady 7.
Possibly, yeah, because that's the thing. I mean, even if you're not going to the... You're either going into the finals, which means you're going to be playing here in Katowice, or you're going to be going through the playoffs, which means you want the steady lineup. You want your team to be as practiced as possible, basically.
Yeah, indeed. And it's waiting for Prokhorovka to come out between these two. Arguably, it's always been a 1-1 map. I wouldn't be surprised if it is a 1-1 map here. Also, unless GoHard can bring some more mouse shenanigans, which I kind of doubt. It's going to be a 1-1 map, I think, so 4-2.
They both have roughly about the same. GoHard has a 60% win ratio. Kazna crew has a 56% win ratio, but that's on the old meta.
That kind of says also 1-1 map, because both teams are equally good at it in the past. 1-1 map here, moving to Mines. Yes, it is possible on Mines to win 2 rounds.
And Kazna crew could win it here.
It will be, yes, they could, but I don't think so.
Your last prediction was 3-1 GoHard, so... yeah?
Ryan, please.
Maybe.
That was
I mean, I did say 5-1. I said it was going to be a 5-0 or 5-1. You said it was going to be tiebreaker.
Ryan, my prediction can still come true.
So could Mines. Although we're not seeing Mines today, I believe. No, it's actually next after Prokhorovka. Well, it's okay, guys. I'm not paid to know this information.
I don't even know what you are paid for.
I'm just paid to make you look good, Daki, really, to be honest.
I did that by myself.
It's a very difficult job.
Honestly.
Very difficult job. Look at that bow tie. What a schmuck. Okay, right. Now, let's have a look at the lineups here on Prokhorovka, Daki. I'm interested to see what the teams are going to be bringing. I wonder if there's going to be any mouses. We're probably expecting an S-tank, you reckon, TD? E3s, E4s? Never really seen them before. T95, maybe. Imagine that. That could work. Hey, it would be good.
Maybe for you?
That would be great for me.
We won't be seeing T95s. We won't be seeing E3s. Yes, S-tank, probably. GoHard might be bringing a mouse or 2 if they're defending. Actually, I'm wondering how many mouses we could see on Prokhorovka.
Gorilla. You're going to go 7 again?
Let's keep it at 1.
At 1? Okay, let's have a look at the lineups, Daki, and see if you're right here, because I think you just glanced at the lineups before you said that. 3.
If I would have glanced at the lineups, I would have said 3, Ryan.
You would have said 3. Now, here we go. Did you just say lion to me there?
Lion? Because Ryan is lying.
Okay.
Lying.
No, Jordy, no. 3 bat chats. Well, it's going to be interesting to see how this one goes, Daki. Let's find out. Is it going to be Kazna crew going 4-1, or is it going to be GoHard bringing it back to 3-2? We're jumping into Prokhorovka.
Prokhorovka, one of the first maps in the game. Teams start at the regular spawn points as they do in standard battles. Bases are separated from each other by the railway, so the defending team has to choose whether to send their vehicles to the left side, playing them in the centre, or to the right of the railway, occupying the hill and a part of the village. The attacking team usually attacks the first base. However, the teams often go for face-to-face confrontations, 7-on-7, in the hilly terrain at the centre. That's why both teams frequently use vehicles with good gun depression angles and sturdy turrets.
Okay, now here we see GoHard are going to be defending from the red side. The Kazna crew are going to be attacking from the blue side. And Kazna crew are sending some tanks to the 1-2 line, Daki.
Yeah, and they have double mouse as well. I'm going to be playing the middle. It's going to be interesting to see how that one works out for them. GoHard also has a mouse who's going to be holding into the 1-2 line.
Whoa, Yzne getting some air.
Ooh, and Kaiser getting some shots.
Ouch. Kaizu getting hit there for 7-5-3 in his Batchat. Haiba being aimed at a right moment from Zafarchik. Connection coming in, 94, not what we wanted. Vetso got damaged on these tracks there as well, Daki, in the meantime, wherever he is. Right behind Haiba. What?
Maybe he tried to flip his mouse.
That was really strange.
Okay, but now Kaiser taking this initial damage. A lot of it is onto Zafar, honestly, in the Lorraine. He has to do a lot of damage. He has to be the player that makes the plays. He has to hit them.
Maybe drive into Haiba or something?
Maybe. Now we got an arty shot.
That was weird. Like Haiba clearly took that hit. The shell landed in front of him, but both Haiba and Vetso were tracked.
Well, so far Kazna crew is taking a lot of map control here with Yzne down the 0 line. Oh, this is not looking that great for GoHard in my opinion, because Yzne will have the A0 position. It will just be Annihilator defending here. This gives a lot of information over towards Kazna crew. Now needs to be careful not to get caught out in his IS-7. They're putting all their eggs into one basket, and it's called Kazna crew going to come down the 1-2 line, hopefully for us.
I mean, GoHard, come on. Like I joked in about this in an interview previously with Kazna crew, saying we're not going to see you guys 1-2 line push. And Vetso was like, yeah, like maybe we should stop doing that. But at the same time, maybe they're like, okay, we'll show everyone that we can actually successfully push down the 1-2 line. I don't know. I think that's a big gamble, to be honest, for Kazna crew, because they've got wrecked every time they've tried it.
I mean, GoHard can make one massive... I mean, Kazna crew can make one massive bait here. I mean, if Yzne doesn't spot anybody on the 6-7 line, they can put Nexus on the cap, pretend that they're going towards that eastern side, catch a rotation from GoHard while it's happening, and then the round will be over. It's just not looking that great for GoHard, in my opinion, unless the far sets Vetso on fire and his ammo rack explodes because of it.
That would be quite spectacular, to be honest.
It would be.
And GoHard just holding their positions here. No sense for them to move out and actually try and go aggressive, because, well, they're a defensive team and they can happily run down the clock. 105 damage onto Haiba there from Zafarchik, and, well, it's going to take him a long time to chip away that health as Yzne starts pushing up more here, Daki, onto the A7 line. Yeah,
but Yzne will spot a mouse, so I don't think he's going to be doing a lot. This position, when he peeks, he'll see a mouse.
Whoop. And he's back down again. Nice shot there, Maga. No. He shot at the train rather than shooting at Yzne. What did the train ever do to you, Maga? Cheeky, Yzne. Cheeky.
Just worried because Vetso and Haiba are starting to push towards the middle, and they're going to start pinging away at this mouse. Maga really needs to get safe in this area, because when Haiba, Vetso, and Diplomat get there, they're going to start shooting down this mouse from Maga slowly but surely.
Annihilator not able to pen with his shot there, 97 into Haiba. Now Zafarchik needs to get a big damaging shot coming in. Lovely one on the engine deck would do, like we just saw previously on Steps from Mertorius onto Papapavin, but it looks like we're not getting that right now, as Annihilator does connect there onto Vetso.
They're doing a nice amount of damage here, GoHard. Maga, let's hope he can survive for a while for their sakes, because if he does, he'll be able to do a lot of damage. Yzne, is he actually going to push behind Maga? Ooh, Maga needs to make sure he hugs the red line so Yzne has no opportunity to come in behind him, because I think Yzne will do it at one point if he can.
Annihilator taking 2 shots on the side there, coming in, looks like Nexus and Diplomat, so Nexus has angles on him. Annihilator getting punished for this, Daki. He's down to half health now, and this is really bad for him, but in the meantime, Nexus is taking a truck ton of damage for that peak as well.
I think Nexus got equally punished as Annihilator did. Honestly, it was even in favor of GoHard. I think Nile taking this damage. Diplomat now peeking up, but it's the 1-2 line push coming out from GoHard, actually. They're pushing down that Maga, actually trying to cross over here. Isna trying to play around with him. Maga's doing really well, and now Kaizu and Fairway. If they can catch out Durs and Stefan, this might be a good play for them.
Haiba actually got the kill there onto Annihilator. Stefan's pushing over into Karibari, but we have Kaizu and Fairway here to give him additional covering fire. Now Ders can shoot into Kaizu and Fairway. They do see Ders needs him to back off. Stefan trying to get a kill on Karibari, but Stefan's going to actually go down for this. One more shot, and he goes down, and that's it. Karibari's now in a one-shot as Ders wants to push in and get that kill. Fairway and Kaizu can continue to give supporting fire at the moment, and GoHard have lost a tank, and they've lost a lot of HP there, and I would say Kazna crew Daki are taking control of this round.
It does kind of look like that, but there's still a lot of HP here available for GoHard. They're also trying to do the damage on towards some mouses, and they're finally starting to break through them. But Nexus will get Kaizu, and that is just 3 tanks remaining for GoHard pretty much, with Failware on low HP.
Nexus is down to a one-shot. Dare still has 3 shots available in his clipper. He was doing really well to hold his shots back. All we have left now is Maga and his Maga and the Mouse. Coca-Cola his TVP and Zafarchik in his artillery against 6 guns here of Kazna crew. And well, this is going to be a monumental task for GoHard to come back from this.
Pretty much, especially against 6 tanks here from Kazna crew, especially with Isna pinging away. Now at Maga, he'll do a lot of damage slowly but surely. Diplomat push forwards. Zafar is down. Coca Collapse is going to be soon to follow, and Kazna crew again reading the strategy from GoHard, and GoHard needs to stop playing these defensive strategies because they're not working out for them.
Not in the slightest, as Diplomat can push forward here into Coca-Collapse with Ders trying to get additional shots, but actually Ders fell to Coca-Collapse. Now the only tank left is Maga, being constantly harassed here by Hisne, constantly peeking over the rails, getting a shot into him, coming back over. Maga wants to turn to defend against that, but he has multiple other guns aiming his way, and Hisne right now is just on a damage farm in this 2-5-1, and Maga is the wrecking pinata that Hisne is going to put all his shots into.
Yeah, this was not good from GoHard. Honestly, they need to stop playing these
hyper-defensive tactics?
These holds, because every single time they've played a hold so far, the only round they've won is where they have actually pushed Kazna crew and took the fight. And the second round they got close to winning was the one where they pushed Kazna crew and got close to got in a fight, got close to win. Every single time they play this defensive hold, Kazna sniffs them out, make the correct rotations, and just kill them. Again, they had no map control. Annihilator got wrecked in the middle area. By the middle play from Kazna crew. Kazna crew had the entire map to rotate to. That RT really didn't do much. Honestly, if you look at what he did, not enough for an artillery piece. Then the 2 batches pushing 1-2 line. Yes, they got Stefan, but Durs was there. Nexus came into support. GoHard needs to stop turtling up here because it's not going to work out. If they play another slow something, I think they're going to go down 5-1.
Okay, well, let's have a look at the stats and see where the damage came from in that round, who came out on top for their team and who didn't do as well as they could have done. It's going to be interesting.
I'd say Haiba and Diplomat will be on Isna, maybe even pretty high up.
Isna, 3rd place there, RU251. Insane. Insane. Maga top damage, then Nexus, and then Diplomat, then Haiba. I honestly can't remember who's in my team, but I think, Daki, that might be the 4 players I have in my team from Kazna.
Well, I have Nexus, Isna, Diplomat, and Haiba.
I think that's who I've got.
And I've got Stefan as well on top of that.
I didn't add Stefan, but I took Nexus, Isna, Diplomat, Haiba, I think. I'm not sure.
Yeah, but Muka's not playing, so...
Yes, thanks for reminding that. And
you're welcome.
And you told Mojo to pick players as well. So.
No, I didn't.
You did remind him. Don't lie to me.
Oh, yeah, I reminded him to pick. Well, you want it to be a fair competition, right, Ryan?
Well, fair, you and Mojo were colluding against me.
That's a lie.
It's not.
It's a lie.
That's why you're wearing a bow tie.
What? That's not the reason.
Dare's coming in last place there, Daki. I mean, he didn't really get a lot of shots in that fight, but, I mean, he was still vital and doing some damage. I mean, 960, still 960.
Yeah, it's just not looking good for GoHard now. I mean, I expect a lot more from them. This hyper-defensive something that they're trying to bring here. Kazna crew is reading it fairly easily. You have to say it. They're doing the correct things. Kazna crew looking much, much better than GoHard right now.
Yep. Well, let's have a look at the lineups here for round 2 on Prokhorovka. Daki, how many mouse?
3 for Kazna crew on defense.
In total.
4 in total.
So Kazna crew, match point here. What do you see tactic-wise, Daki, from each team here?
Well, I'm guessing Kazna crew is going to play Mouse in 1-2 line, Mouse in the middle, and Mouse on an A6 or something like that. They're going to have for sure a Mouse in the middle, I guess, to try and hold. And they need somebody on A6. They might play double Mouse in the middle and Mouse in one line. Just have the RU or one of the Batcha spot the eastern side.
Kieran, how do you think GoHard are going to break this down?
I think the only thing they're breaking down right now is mentally.
True, but tactics-wise, how do you think they're going to go against here on Kazna crew?
Well, they have to play with RT pretty much during the entire round, chip away at the Mouses. It's the only play that they got, I think. They can't go eastern side because if they go into the cap, then Kazna crew will group up the Mouses, push over, kill them. They can't go 1-2 line because there's a Mouse waiting there with Batches and support. They need to work for RT.
Well, GoHard have a bit of a mountain to climb at the moment. Kazna crew is sitting match point ahead of them. It's 4-1 right now. GoHard really haven't looked together at all here since the first map on Ghost Town. They've looked behind Kazna crew pretty much every other step of the way. Wasn't much of a challenge on Cliff. Kazna outplayed them completely. And now here in Prokhorovka, they didn't do well defensively at all. Can they do better on the attack? Well, we're about to find out here, Daki. GoHard, red team attacking, Kazna crew, blue team defending. And, well, I think I'm still sticking with my prediction. I think it's going to be a 5-1.
We'll have to see about that, but GoHard is starting off by going towards the eastern side. Oh, this might be read out early on by Kazna crew as well. They are going very aggressive in towards the middle as the defender should. The RU will spot. He spots out Coca Collapse. That gives away a lot of information here towards the GoHard side. They haven't spotted Isna yet. Kazna crew is kind of aware now that GoHard's going to be playing the eastern side because of the I7 position. You don't go there without support.
And Kazna crew do have tanks lined up on the 1-2 line, but they're very aggressive here already. So if they do decide to spot or go forward, they're at least better forward than they normally are. So nice positioning from Kazna crew to start off with here, and it looks like it's going to be quite difficult for GoHard to try and break through this right-hand side.
Well, especially when those Mouses get towards the middle, because now Kazna crew will probably clear out the 1-2 line like they should, because they know they have an overmatch there. They decide to take it. They're going to clear that out. It's going to start taking map control. And in the meantime, GoHard really hasn't taken anything yet.
I wonder how much is playing in Kazna's head right now. Please, please, please don't be all sitting here on the 1-2 line. Please, not again. Don't let everyone see us do this. The only time Kazna crew do a successful 1-2 line push, and there's nobody there. Is that really a success for them?
Well, it is kind of. And so far, GoHard only knows where the Mouses are now. So to get that information, Kazna crew is now just going to put Isna in the southern side, and they're going to play. I'm going to go back with everybody else, which is the correct thing to do.
Yeah, I was going to say, look at this. Immediately from Kazna crew, they see the 1-2 lines empty, and they turn straight away to start coming back towards the base because they know that's where the fight's going to go. So many teams get caught hanging about in that area and then can't come back and do any kind of cap reset. But the meta's now shifted and it's more favouring heavy tanks, so we're not really going to get any kind of triple cap rush that we've seen in the past.
If GoHard keeps sitting here, I'm going to tell you Kazna crew is going to take that C8, C9 position and just wait for them
and
to
do
push.
The crossfire easily.
Yes, I think that's exactly what Kazna crew will do.
Kazna crew's doing, yep. It's a far check trying to get shot here into Stefan and his mouse. Connection coming in. 319, a lot better than he was doing previous round.
The thing is also, GoHard has no zero-line control, so these bad shots, they're sitting on A5 right now to try and counter the A-line. But if this keeps playing like this, they will start taking that side. They can even go to E0, and they can really just remove Coca Collapse from the map.
GoHard again, Daki doing exactly what you just said to them in the previous round. They're just sitting back, grouped up in one area. No map coverage at all from them. I mean, they're the attacking team, and they seem to be the defensive team with the positioning that Kazna crew have right now.
Yeah, I'm worried for them. I'm really worried that this is not going to work out. I mean, Zafar needs to do a lot of damage here. So much damage, even. Just don't know if he's going to be capable of doing it. He needs to land shot after shot after shot. Isna has complete control. They have a tier 10 lockdown over there, which is Carry Barry. If he decides to leave, then Isna will go clean up the artillery.
Yeah, GoHard really got himself stuck in a corner right now. It's going to be difficult for him to break out of this. I don't actually see a way they can actually do it, Daki, without taking a truck ton of damage. They're not near the cap, so they can't pressure the cap and force Kazna into coming after them. These tanks at the north of the map, you have 3 Batchats and Haiba just waiting to run over. Now, Caribari's peeked over the rails, he's not spotted. But Isna's in this area as well, so Isna will be able to say, hi, there's a Batchat over here, guys, push.
Well, Isna doesn't see him, and Barry doesn't see Isna. So neither of the two see each other, but Kaizu and Philware have to be careful here because of that bad shot trap of Kazna crew still in position. If they peek too far, if they go towards stage 0 and get spotted, they're in trouble.
Haiba just kind of trying to bait out shots here onto the train area where he is in the middle of the map. Now, an interesting thing, well, is here, Daki, is Farchek's not connected really any other significant shots afterwards, has he?
No, not really. There's another non-connection coming out there from him. I think he's just about on reload now, and Stefan and Diploma will probably start peeking very soon here in that middle area because now GoHard is, I think, where they want them to be. And unless GoHard can do a lot of damage here to these mouses, they are in so much trouble.
It looks like Stefan and Diplomat going to come over here for a peek, try and get a connection. At the same time, you might get the strike from the tanks of Kazna Group, but Daki Vetsel's pulling away here as well.
Yeah, I think they need some support towards Isna.
Kaizu, the Annihilator, now moved up to the rails.
They need to do so much damage to these mouses, though. Kaizu, Haiba's just peeking over. Haiba
can just bully his way over there to get a shot into Kaizu, but I mean, that's not a very good trade there, Haiba. You can get tracked.
Yeah, but there comes the bad shots.
Dares and Nexus coming over here getting shots to Kaizu. Kaizu's going to go down. Great lightning strike attack as Vetzel comes over, shots into Annihilator. Haiba can shoot into him as well. Annihilator goes down. 2 tanks for 0. Kazna Crew have taken a lot of damage in return, but look at this. Now they're focused on Coca-Cola. Just like that, Kazna Crew have struck. They've dropped 3 tanks here from GoHard, and GoHard don't have anything really in response here. Maga's going to fall next for them, and that's 4 tanks gone in the blink of an eye, and Kazna Crew in complete control of this round now.
Yeah, this game is over. They had 2 batches in the south. Isna spotted them out. Kazna Crew just pushed over, came in, killed them off, and Les Barry and Philware make a miracle happen here. Kazna Crew will be doing a very good job to take the first or second spot for those online, for the online phase.
Yep, now it's just clean-up duty right now for Kazna Crew. They are going to take this round, they're going to take the map, and they're going to take the match here 5-1. It's been a bit of a stomping here from Kazna Crew, and the GoHard team that we have seen all season have not turned up today.
No, GoHard played like they've lost Mojo's Crystal.
This seems like they already lost this one from the very start, to be honest. We had a really close match on Ghost Town, and then after that, GoHard were just totally steps behind Kazna Crew.
I really don't like the way GoHard played today.
This was not the team that just thrashed Ding 5-0 that turned up today.
I think they usually play a lot more aggressive than this, and today they really played like they were afraid, like they've... I don't know what kind of game style they were going for. Obviously, it was one that didn't work. Kazna Crews did work, much more rotational, much more control over the entire map, pretty much every single round except for the ones on Ghost Town. Cliff had control.
Yep.
Prokhorovka had the control every single round. They had the entire map to them. They had the same story on Cliff. They had the entire map to play around with. GoHard had nothing. GoHard getting catched off guard pretty much everywhere they went. This was... Honestly, they need to go back to the drawing board because it doesn't seem like these kind of tactics are their style. So slow, so passive, so readable even from Kazna Crew, and the team with that